struggle with sectioning when styling your curly hair, then this video is for you. I never used to section my curly hair when styling. I just found that it was a waste of time because I never got the results I wanted. I couldn't figure out what sections were what. It just took me so much longer and I didn't even get good results. But then I figured out a couple of methods that work for me, and now I pretty much always section my hair. Sectioning can be really beneficial for distributing your product more evenly, especially if you have a lot of hair. It can help create juicier, long-lasting curl clumps, and it can help create more guaranteed good wash days, I find, once you get the hang of it. If you struggle with sectioning your hair, whether you just can't figure it out, you get tangled and confused with your sections, and you just want an easy way to section your hair, then keep watching. My hair is soaking wet, and the first thing that I'm going to do before I section my hair is apply some product. So the first product I'm going in with is a curl cream. You can also use a leave-in conditioner. You can also skip this step if your hair is very easily over moisturized or weighed down and maybe go straight to a mousse or a thin consistency gel. I'm going to focus on the ends and underneath first, and then I'm going to apply the excess to the top of my hair. And this is going to help to detangle my hair out of the shower as well, if you find that your hair gets tangly between rinsing it in a shower and styling it out of the shower. If you think that you've run out of product, you probably haven't. So that's just the excess to the top. And now I'm just going to detangle my hair and brush the curl cream through from the ends of my hair towards the roots. So if you find that your hair gets really tangled when you get out of the shower, don't skip this step. When it comes to sectioning, the next step is very important because it's going to make it much easier. You want to loosen your roots. So I'm going to take my hands at my roots and give it a shake. You can put your hair to the back and just shake at your roots because it's just going to separate the hair and just make it easier to part. So you don't need to do a lot, just a little shake. Now on to section number one. So I'm going to take my thumbs just above my ears, just about here. So sliding my thumbs in just above my ears, and then my thumbs are going to meet at the back. And that's one section separated. I'm going to twist this top section up onto the top of my head, clip that in place. These crocodile clips are a game changer for sectioning your hair. So before I brush style this section, I am going to apply some product, my hold products. What I will say with applying these products before brush styling is if you find that your hair feels like it has a lot of tension when you're brushing through like thick gels and foams, just apply your curl cream first, brush style, then apply your hold products because you don't want to cause any excess breakage. But I find that if my hair is soaking wet and I've applied my gel and hold products, then it's okay. Alternatively, you could use a runnier consistency gel like this one from Tutti Lab. I absolutely love this one for brush styling. I use this one as a one and done. This is a brand launched by one of my curl friends, and yeah, she's done a really great job with this gel. Just look at the consistency of that. It's just perfect for brush styling. It adds the right amount of slip. I'll definitely share my routine with that in another video. So first I'm going to apply some foam. This is the Curlsmith Volume Foam. You know I love this one. And then I'm applying my favourite gel. Mix with a bit of water in my hands. Now we brush style. I'm taking the Bounce Curl Volume brush. This is the new one. So I've split my hair into 3 sections. 1, 2, 3. I usually start with the back section, so let's do that first. Okay, now we are on to the next section. So I'm going to show you 2 ways to style the top section of your hair. The first way is the one that I don't really do that often because I just find it takes longer. So let's do that one first. Then I'll do the way that I usually section and brush style my hair second. So first up is just upright sectioning. So you first actually probably want to add some of these clips just so you don't get your sections confused. And if you put them right at the root, then it's not going to flatten your roots. And to be honest, this is underneath your hair anyway, so it doesn't really matter if you haven't got loads of volume at the root there. I'm actually going to flip my head forward. And I am still going to do the same sectioning, but I'm going to leave this section out. I'm going to twist it so it doesn't get confused with the top section. And I'm just going to clip this away like that. So to prevent my sections from getting confused, I've got some clips. I've twisted this away so it stays twisted while I'm clipping the other section away. You want to make sure your hair is soaking wet and my hair keeps drying out while I'm filming this because I'm taking too long talking. I'm going to take my first section, which shouldn't have got confused because I twisted it and also I've clipped this section away. So I'm actually going to take this section and I'm going to split it into a further 2 sections. That's why this can take longer, because you usually use smaller sections, I find. So I'm just brushing upwards, and I don't really need to apply too much tension with this brush that I'm using because it applies the tension for me, so that's good. I've got my big section here. And I'm just going to take another small section. And yeah, you just basically repeat this around your head. Now with this very front piece, I've sectioned it off separately because I kind of brush it slightly differently. There's a couple of ways you can do this. You can either brush it all forward. My hair is not wet enough. You can either brush your hair all forward like this and scrunch, or you can just repeat in the same way that you did with the other section. Just brush it up and away. Or your curl pattern might prefer for the brush to go behind and back. It really is just about playing around, trying a few different methods. But honestly, the next one I show you will be the most simple and the one that I personally like to follow. So if you don't want a parting, either do the whole section back like that, or if you want a bit more definition at the front, I find it's best to either brush it from under and up. It will depend on your curl pattern. And then give a little scrunch. At this point you would then take these clips out and scrunch it all together. You can see that it's very easy separated, it's not tangled, none of the sections are tangled. So yeah, that is how I would section upright. Now I'm going to show you the flip section method. So I'm going to take this entire section that I've just styled and I'm going to flip it forward. If you are struggling with sectioning and brush styling, please just try this one because it's the most simple. This flip section method I learned from my curl friend Sophie Marie Curly. I'll link her YouTube channel up here. So you basically flip your head forward, section it off and brush style it that way. And I have seen people that are able to section their hair upright and then flip forward, but that just doesn't work for me. I get way too confused with my sections. So this is what works for me. Upright, I section the bottom layer off, brush style that, flip forward, section the front 2 layers off. So once again, my hair is drying out, so let's re-wet it a bit. So you're basically going to split this one section into 2 sections, and some people will apply product to this section first, brush style it, and then apply product to this section, brush style it, but that doesn't work for me because I find that I just end up applying too much product or not enough product. So what I do is apply product to both of the sections first, then I section them off, then I brush style. It saves time as well because you're not having to apply product section by section. And you want to, again, make sure you're loosening the roots. You can do this before or after you apply your products, but you want to make sure You're loosening your roots before you section. And then I'm going to section off my front face framing pieces. So the way I'm going to do that, again, is similar to how I did the bottom with my thumbs, but I'm just kind of going to go from about here, just kind of like where my face frame pieces begin, I would say. I'm just going to section, make my thumbs meet in the middle and section it off like so. And that is my front section, and this will be my middle section. And then I'm going to twist this out of the way. And this is going to be the first section I style flip forward, so this one is nicely out of the way. So I give it a quick brush through first with like minimal tension. And you can either brush it all as one, like I'm doing here, or you can split it into a few different sections. Next section and the last section. So with the last section, I tend to just keep this hair in front of my face, and what I do is I use the twisting method to make sure that I don't confuse my sections. So I'll twist and keep it separated. I'm going to brush this upwards and away. Next section, so I'll take the bit that I separated off, split it. I'm going to do this in 3 sections. You can do it in less or more, it's up to you. I'm actually going to split this into 2. And the final section, then I'm just going to scrunch all this together. I know it must be really difficult to like take me seriously with all my hair in my face, but pay attention to this next bit if you struggle flipping upright without creating tangles and getting all messy. So first I'm going to take these clips out, so all my hair is going to go together. Then I'm just going to demonstrate. So I'm flipping my hair to the side first and giving it a shake just to help the roots settle. And then I'm going to scrunch. And if your hair's not wet enough, then your roots may not loosen, so add more water. Much better. And this is helping to settle my roots in place. And now I'm going to flip to the other side and do the same, very gently. I'm turning my head rather than flipping my hair, like that. So I'm just scrunching, and then I'm going to diffuse my hair dry. You can see that my hair is not tangled or stuck together. They've all fallen into place very nicely with this method. That means that it's not going to dry all tangled, and it's going to look nice once it's dry. So yeah, I'm going to diffuse my hair dry and I'll come back and show you the results. And here are my results. Let's separate some of these big clumps a little bit. Which way do you want to go? Give it a little shake at the roots. Flip upright. There we go. So here are my results after sectioning and brush styling. For me, that second method really is kind of like a fail-safe routine. I just think the sectioning really helps to distribute the product better. It helps to give you more defined, separated curl clumps, and it just really works for me. It took me so long to figure out how to section my hair best for me, but now that I've figured it out, I do it pretty much every time because it just gives me the most long-lasting results. So I really hope that you found this video helpful and hopefully something clicked and now you can better understand sectioning. Please let me know in the comments if you finally figured it out, and as always, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you soon. Bye guys!